This morning I'm thinking about Genesis chapter 3, verses 14 and 15. I recently wrote a paper in which I spent about 80 pages looking at Genesis 3, 14 and 15. I find it very interesting that there are two lineages described in Genesis 3, 14 and 15. There are the offspring of the serpent and the offspring of the woman who will live at enmity all the days of the serpent's life, all the days of its existence, forever. I do not believe the serpent there refers to a literal, a biological snake. I believe that the serpent there is Satan, a representative of Satan. So I think the two lineages there being described are the lineages of Satan and of Eve. And you look at verse 20 in chapter 3, and Eve is described as the mother of the living. She's named Eve because she's the mother of the living, which means the serpent, Satan, is the mother or father of the dead. I find it very interesting that the lineages there seem to be spiritual lineages because, well, all biological lineages come from the woman, come from Eve. So if there are two lineages being described there, it's spiritual lineages. There are those whose father is Satan. There are those whose mother is Eve, the mother of the living. And the offspring of Satan are going to be like their father, the devil, and the offspring of Eve are going to be like their mother Eve, or like their father Adam. And the big thing about Satan here in Genesis 3, 14 and 15, we'll see more about Eve and her offspring later, the living ones. But the big thing about the serpent's offspring here is that, like their father, the devil, they will be cursed forever. They will be stripped forever, humiliated forever, eat of the dust forever. The cursed ground, if we look at verse 17, the ground is actually cursed. Eat of the cursed ground forever, like their father, the devil. And they will be at odds with the seed of the woman, striking at the heel of the seed of the woman, as the seed of the woman strikes at their heads or bruises their heads. So all these details are very, very interesting. Helps to explain why throughout redemptive history there have basically been two opposing sides living in close contact with each other. Those who are of their father, the devil, and those who are of their mother, Eve. And there will be a conflict between the two lineages until Christ comes back and separates out those who are of their father, the devil. So that's where my thoughts are this morning.